So we are currently having a discussion about health potions. So we are going to be starting this session with a bunch of stuff. We're going to be doing some shopping to begin with because the party has illegitimately gotten money, and we feel like spending some of that. So Dorhim has already bought something. Would you like to go ahead and explain what you've just bought?
A health potion.
No, the other thing.
Oh, yeah, I bought a block and tackle. Lets us carry heavy things.
It's a kind of pulley system.
Oh, with enough time, we can carry anything.
Yeah, it will help. It will help the party with lifting stuff because between sessions, Dorhim has done what he does best and read the rulebook and realized
like with our big chest.
Yeah, everyone who uses melee weapons actually adds their strength modifier to the damage they get, which actually applies to no one here because we have the worst strength ever. The highest strength modifier we have in the party is 0. Which is really funny.
Dorhim, is that?
No, Dorhim's got -1. Junior has -2, and Blight and Jacques have 0. Because we just suck, apparently. But yeah, so, right. So, let's start the session by, Junior, you want to do something. You asked me if you could do something off camera, just after the camera went off last week.
Yes. I asked you if part of my character's background, Bartholomew Peter Mayhew Jr., is that he, in fact, has a half-sister called Elizabeth, who has been trying to stay out of the dark side of Junior's life whilst he tries to make enough money to support her, which is something he hasn't exactly told all the normal criminal cutthroats he works with. Yep. After working with this group for some time now and wanting to bring her into a safe place where she can be supported, he asked the rest of the party whether she would be able to come stay with them at the inn.
Yep. Okay, that's no problem. Your sister does work, so she works in Woodhurst. So we will be there's no way you're going to be able to just write a letter and get her to come across. You're going
There's no way I'd want to go get her, I think.
Yeah, you definitely want to go get her. And given that the party wants to do some shopping, it seems fair enough that you guys go on a little shopping trip to Woodhurst. And then, Junior, you can probably sneak off at one point during that to go find your sister.
Okay.
So, does anyone have to do... does anyone want to do anything in, Marin's Eve? Talk to anyone around town before we go, or do we want to just jump to Woodhurst?
All I can think of that I need to do right now is go back to Adet, but...
Okay. Well, we can do that. Why do you want to go back to Adet?
Did we actually... I can't remember where we finished last time. Did we actually finish giving her the thing, or...?
Yeah. Give her what? She just wanted you to retrieve the shield. She didn't want you to... she didn't want you to get it for her.
Okay.
She just wanted to make sure it was in safe hands.
Alright.
She paid you for that. She paid you...
In which case, I need something to make sure that it actually is safe.
That's actually a good point. Dorhim, you did say to me you wanted to talk about this shield.
Yes, can we get our magic spellcrafty people to look at the shield and actually figure out what it is? Because at the moment we have a nice shiny shield that is magic.
Yeah. That we should do, right? Yeah.
I'll try and spellcraft it.
Wait, is it not the case that you just know what it is from touching a magic weapon, or am I thinking with it?
You have to there's scrolls of identify, there's use magical device, spellcraft, these sort of things will help you determine the nature of it.
I think I'm thinking of a different rule then from a different game.
No problem, mate. Spellcraft 13. Jacques, do you want to help out in this as well?
Yeah.
Cool. Give me a roll. Either use magic or spellcraft. Okay, spellcraft 16. So the two of you maybe it's kind of a case of you can't define an exact ability out of this, right? But Blight kind of looks at this feels like firstly you do understand one thing about shield, which is it will give the same to anyone who wields it. The despite its shape and kind of ceremonial kind of build, it will give the same bonus to anyone who uses it, whether or not you are good with shields or not. It's like a universal shield. Secondly, it seems to have some sort of like attack like in it. When you guys like kind of like, you know, like maybe one of you picks up the shield. Let's say, which one of you two picks up the shield first? You two are in a room together with the shield. Let's say you're in your basement.
Should we just roll for it? I don't think it matters. I guess
If you guys want to roll for it, just roll d20. Highest was the one to pick up first.
Screw it, yeah. If we're looking over it together, then.
Yep. I mean, with that roll of 5.
And I was going to say it wouldn't be Blight, but...
Yeah. Like, you pick up the shield, and, like, you feel really compelled to hit something. So give me a willpower check, as the shield, you start hearing voices in your head just being like, hit him, hit him.
Oh god, never do ASMR.
Okay, you, like, you're like, Jacques, you see Blight physically, like, being like, ooh, I want to punch something,
Oh.
And then he strikes out with the shield at you. So give me just a what's a shield bash? Dorhim, you literally just looked this up, didn't you?
1d4.
It's a melee attack.
Yeah, so it's just plus your strength.
Yeah.
So it's slash RD20 for you, Chris. See,
but it's probably -4 because he can't use shields unless he can use this one.
Yeah, it's a universal shield. Everyone can use this.
Yeah, everyone can use it.
Okay.
So.
Wow. Like, let's get these shit rolls out of the way now, guys. So yeah, like, let's say, like, you...
Okay, it's a good time to not hit.
Let's talk about the fact that, you know, in this room, like, we've talked about the layout of this room before, but your underground thing, it's got, like, you know, a wall of, like, papers and stuff like that, like maps, like lines, you know. It's got that kind of stereotypical, like, criminal hideout board where you've got, like, lines and bits of paper. A large wooden table and a bunch of, like, crates and barrels that you guys use as stools. Maybe you've got, like, 2 stools that you guys fight over each time you have a meeting down here, you know, like, who gets the stool and who doesn't.
I get the stool.
But, yeah, like, you guys will be having a better fight about this because you're now 1 stool down as Blight goes to smack Jacques in the head, and, like, upside the head with the shield, and just spins off his arm and flies into one of the stools.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, so yeah, you guys can, like, with this whole situation, you guys can gauge that, the shield has some sort of innate violence inside of it. It wants to hit things. It wants to be used as a weapon over being used as a shield.
Rude.
Yeah.
Okay, we all have predefined roles in this world.
Determinism. There is
Determinism.
You know, if there's a wizard in Woodhurst or something who might be slightly better than these two.
Yeah, there are certainly services that will be able to, like, there are services like that around the world, but the thing that you might want to be careful of is flashing the shield in a big city, because it's emblazoned, like, it's got this, like you know, this symbol of this cult that have been known to murder people, emblazoned on the front of it. So if you go,
be a problem.
No problem. Cool. Yeah. So shall we jump to Woodhurst then?
Well, I want to.
You want to go to that?
No.
Oh.
We don't need to do that. That's fine. Just at the moment. She's asked us to pick it up. We picked it up. I actually want to make sure it is safe. So I want to look at, like, getting some kind of security set up.
Like, what are we talking about? Oh, you mean you want to, like, improve the building? Improve the inn? Or
something like that? Yeah, I guess.
Are you saying you want to make the shield safe?
Or the building that's...
We've already had shit stolen from us once.
Well, I mean, the shield would be on me most of the time.
Yeah. But we've also got this locket and whatever else. Plus, we don't know what else we're going to need to take down. If there's anything, like... I've still got this little bit of a locking mechanism. It's probably not worth much, but...
That, like, the locking mechanism that you have is specifically, it's for, like, chests.
Yeah.
And you have to remember that the device is designed... That device that you got it's It's like a very like common type of trap that's put on things that will destroy anything that's inside. It's for like my eyes only kind of documents.
Yeah.
So if you want,
sorry,
no, go for it.
I was just going to say, could it be modified?
Probably not. But like that being said, you guys have a friend. You guys helped a blacksmith. You know.
True.
Yeah, if you wanted to go talk to I've forgotten his name, but he's on one. He's on. Yeah, so do I.
Codgrack.
Yeah, Codgrack, the Minotaur blacksmith, who works here. You know, you could go talk to him about it.
What are
We
the
could
rules
always
for...
get a chest and maybe a different lock mechanism off of him then. Or
yeah, okay.
If, like, I don't know, like, don't forget I've always got knowledge and craft to then create, like, I can make things.
Probably what I'd say
very
is
specific items.
Probably what I'd say is that if we came down to it, you could maybe get some price off, like, and you could help build things, but you need the blueprints and the materials, which Codgrack could supply.
Yeah.
Dorhim, what were you saying, buddy?
What are the rules for Ape's dimension traveling? If she travels to one dimension, is it the same spot every time? Like, it says she travels from one spot to another. Is it always going to be the same spot?
You'd have to talk. You could certainly talk to Ape about that.
Yeah,
cool. So you're going to sit down with Ape and have a discussion. What like you want her to talk to you exactly about how her powers work?
Yeah,
So
with the
she
intention of trying to get the power so that we could maybe just put the locket in the other dimension as a way of keeping it safe, rather than keeping it
that's a good
in
idea.
R1.
Yeah, that's not a bad
If she goes
thought.
to a random place, that's not going to be very useful. But if she goes to the same place every time,
So yeah, no, she can jump to the realm of shadows, the plane of shadows, even, which is pretty much it's a carbon copy of the world that you're in, really squished down. So like it takes like half the time to travel between spots there, which is one of the reasons why she can get around so fast. But being in there takes a really bad toll on her. She burns up when she's in there, which is why she wears all these.
Why she's got the scars too.
She's got massive burn scars, and she wears cloth to cover that up. Now, she does jump to the exact same spot. Because it's a squashed down version of this world. If she teleports out of the inn, she will be in the second chance saloon in the plane of shadows. But she does explain to you that there are beings that live there, and a device this magical. Like she explains that a lot of these creatures do sort of just swarm to her. She doesn't stay in there very long because she's often scared that she might be attacked. And she thinks that it's her magic within her that attracts them to her. So this magical locket might be like a beacon to these things.
So if it's a copy of our world, could we build, say, a metal box in our world big enough to fit the locket? Then she goes into the other dimension, puts it in the box. We then close it off on our side. Then that means
that goes in there.
Then that means that they can't get into the box from their side.
I mean,
so
they're big, scary shadow demons, so they probably could.
Yeah.
Well,
they
could if they found the box in the other world, they would be able to. They would be able to get to it. But in theory, yes. But if they found the box, they could open it from their side.
Okay. So, shadow demon things, or a larger risk of getting it stolen.
Yeah, cool. So, shall we go to Codgrack then?
Yeah.
Who wishes to go?
Or I'll head.
Sure, I can go as well, I guess.
Yeah,
You're his friend, though.
Yeah, because I was the one who met him originally and helped him out, I guess.
Yeah. So when you enter Codgrack's shop, he's sitting down with a comically small ring for his giant minotaur hands. He's got this tiny ring on a thing, and he's he's got 5 magnifying glasses between here and there, and he's trying to adjust a gemstone in the socket. When you walk in, he's kind of he holds up a finger, and he's he's just
We'll wait patiently.
he's
I could be a sweat rolling down his face.
yeah. Then after a moment or two, he finally gets it. He's like, Friends, what can I do for you?
So yeah, we'll head in and say hello to the big guy.
Codgrack, old buddy, old pal.
Aye. Like, just so you know, like that sword, it turns out perfectly. It was brilliant.
Excellent. Glad to hear it. Take it the customer was pleased then?
Aye, the king loved it.
Excellent.
Well, it was reward enough being part of something which will be so valued by such a important person in this kingdom.
Aye, yeah. That's what it was an honor to make it for him.
I suppose we're making quite a name for yourself after that.
Already have a name for me.
Fair enough.
He kind of points out the ring. He's like, this one's for like one of them elven princesses down in Ashenhold.
Oh.
Getting married to some big bloke. I don't know. Didn't care. Got paid.
Are you staying around in Marin's Eve then?
Ah, he lives here. This is where he works.
Oh yeah, but I'm just saying, like, he's not like you'd rather go somewhere else where there's more business. Like for example, that Pisani chef.
He kind of like, he's just like, nah, this is where I work. This is where I live. It's my forge. I'm happy here.
Well, I'm glad because it means you're closer to us and we're closer to you.
Speaking of being close to you, is there something I can do for you lads?
Yeah, we've got a bit of a job for you, if you'd be able to help us out.
Quite probably. What do you want?
Well, we had a bit of a break-in recently. Nothing major stolen, thankfully. Just.
Did you tell the guards?
Oh yeah, don't worry. We're in the process of looking into it, but right now we're trying to just make sure that it doesn't happen again. We need something to keep our valuables locked safely in.
He kind of like he thinks for a second. He's like, I might have something for you, and then he's kind of like goes into the back of the shop.
Yeah.
And he brings out like a chest.
Yep.
It's a pretty simple chest, but he's like it looks pretty bland. Like it's pretty much just like a basic brown box, brown lid, got like a padlock on it. He's like and he looks at it and he goes, it's not exactly what it doesn't look all that impressive, but trust me, this thing can do the job.
Yeah.
He explains like he's like he takes the ring that he's just been working on.
Yeah.
And he opens the box with a key, like, and then puts it in the box and he closes it. And then he's like he turns it 180 degrees and he shows you that there's something on the back. Like there's like
back of the
box.
Right.
The back of the box. There's like it's got like studs like pressed into like the joints and stuff like that, and he pushes one of them. And Jacques, maybe you feel like a kind of like a slight wave of magic. Then when he turns the box around again, he opens it back up. The ring's not there.
Okay.
But it's like the item's perfectly safe, but it kind of just I don't exactly know how it works. It got sold to me by some magic man, but not so versed in these things myself. But it does the job. Everything comes back safe.
Jack, would you be able to recognize this at all?
I was going to give it like a spellcraft or whatever else, just to see if I can figure out what kind of magic it is. If it's
go for it.
If it's teleporting or if it's whatever else.
Because also we don't want it to be anything like is the case with Eat's magic.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it just puts it back in the shadow world, then
yeah. It seems like it's an illusion of sorts, but you can't exactly figure out how it works.
Yeah. Would use magic device make more sense?
Yes, using magic device might be better because you're oh yeah, for sure.
Nice.
So you kind of look in the box and you realize exactly what's actually happening here. The Codcrack probably got a little ripped off with this box, but it would actually work. So it doesn't actually move the ring. It has a fake bottom that magically appears.
Wow.
It creates a magical layer in the box that acts the exact same as the real physical thing, but this like the thing is still in the box. It's just underneath it. It's a very good illusion.
Yeah.
That would probably do well for something like the locket.
Yeah, small items.
And a journal if you guys hadn't been dumb enough to lose it.
We had it in a secret room, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would Jack? Do you also have the mechanism you had picked up?
Yeah, but together they wouldn't really do too much. I don't think.
No, but I'm wondering if maybe we could have him do a custom job. Have it maybe perhaps have him turn it into like something outwards the box, like to attack an intruder.
So,
maybe
30% it sprays acid in their face.
Yeah, essentially.
Again, it's a different kind of mechanism. This would be more like just dropping the acid in rather than. So it'd be like this thing would be like cracking a vial and it spills out, not like a.
Yep.
Okay.
That'd be the difference.
Yeah. Cool.
I could see
So,
him shaking his head.
Yeah, that's exactly like what Tom had described there is exactly how this thing would work.
Yeah.
Okay. So Codcrack's like, you lads interested?
It's certainly interesting. How much did you have in mind for it?
He kind of looks at the box for a minute. He's like, about, let's say, 70 gold.
All right.
I mean, it's a nice box, but
it's not a nice box. It's just a good trick. But if you're looking for something to stash your valuables, it will work.
Yeah, that is kind of what we need.
Well, I mean, if maybe we understood how it worked better, but you can't really guarantee.
Well, we do know how it works. That's the thing.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that.
All right. Okay. Sorry, I can't tell. I can never tell if you're talking in character or not.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Okay. Well, we'll say that was out. We'll say that was out of character, so don't worry about it.
Okay, but yeah, fair enough. But no, he does raise a fair point. Like without knowing exactly where the magic's coming from.
You going?
Without knowing exactly where the magic's coming from, it kind of raises a few worries. How do I know this is? It's not teleporting the item somewhere.
Codcrack kind of looks at you. He's like, the man said it was just some sort of like little trick, nothing big. So.
Still, it weighs on my mind a little. Would you go down to 60?
Give me a barter or whatever it is, the appropriate skill.
I guess
whatever
the
shopping skill is. Probably diplomacy,
isn't it? Yeah. Not praising anything.
Boop, 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 boop. Why did you pop out? Diplomacy check 12. He's like 65, man, and that's the best I can do.
All right. Let me check my gold. Sorry. How much are we paying monthly at the moment?
Oh yeah.
Right, like Junior actually just figured this one out. It's like 17.5 for the
It's 17.5 only for the people we have.
For the people, and then it is 25 gold per month for the inn itself. So overall, that is 42.5 gold each per month.
I assume everybody's got enough to cover that at the moment, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it is April the 21st, because I didn't change it to 21st.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I'll turn to Junior at this point. Would you mind contributing a little of the gold for it?
Of course.
I will pay, we said 65? So
yep.
I'll pay 40.
Alright, so I'll pay 25 then.
Yeah,
sweet.
That good to you?
Mm-hmm.
Right, thank you very much, my man.
Yep. You guys have
no problem.
You have a lockbox that can, I'd say maybe like, it's like size of like a good book. Let's say the size of like the section that blocks off at the bottom is about the same size as the 4th Harry Potter book. That's really the best thing I can do. I can't really figure out what size that is in my head.
And it's still a locked crate, so like I fully intend on putting less valuable loot in the top section.
Yeah, the age of Dorhim, you're the best.
What was that?
He just held up Harry Potter 4.
Yeah. Just have to have it on the stairs.
Really? That's lucky. But yeah, so
yeah.
You guys get a pretty secure lockbox.
Nice. I'm okay with
now,
that.
Important question.
40 gold.
So Junior and Jack, you guys come home with this lockbox. Do you tell Blight and Dorhim how it works?
Hang on a minute, let me just get my notes together here.
Well, I would assume we should. Well, I'll talk to Jacques downstairs in the basement about this, I guess.
This would be a conversation you guys could have when you're walking back.
When we're walking back, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I believe we should tell them because it is property which is owned by all of us, and it would probably make sense rather than making them think that perhaps it would have been stolen when that's not the case.
True, but at the same time, we don't know where things are being, like, why things are being stolen yet, and we don't know who's stealing them, so I guess really we kind of suspect everyone.
I guess, but, well, first of all, I feel honored that you're trusting me, of all people, but...
He doesn't really have a choice right now.
Yeah, that's the
just
thing.
halves the number of suspects he's got.
I mean, I think when it comes to the owners of the business, like, I don't think we should necessarily, well, not even necessarily, I don't think we should tell Pipers, Hawkins, or 8.
Oh, absolutely.
But
It's like, the thing is, I trust these two in a fight, but I'm not entirely sure how far that goes yet. We'll see. I don't know. Let me think for a second. Star has been taken. Don't know who. No, like... For now, we'll keep it, Mum.
Junior, you okay with that?
I'll allow you some time to think about it. Like, I'll go with your lead on this because I don't feel so strongly about it that I would.
Cool. Yeah.
Go back on that.
Okay. These two come back with a box. It's just an ordinary lockbox. Congratulations, guys! You own a box now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be using it to keep some of my personal effects and stuff in. So I'm not so I don't want to travel too heavily with cash.
So do they not let? Do you not like? Well, like the part, like I'm guessing they know that you're going to put the locket in here because there's very, you guys left to get something to store the locket, so they probably know the locket's in the box.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough then.
Yeah. Like, I doubt you'll be able to get away with that part, but
that's fine. Yeah. So this is what we're going to keep things in. I'll keep the key on me.
Just a normal box.
I'll keep the key on me. If we need anything putting in it, then just give me a shout and we'll get it sorted.
Do you think this is enough, or do you think we need to send it to the Shadow Realm?
I don't think that's a good idea.
I don't trust it too much. Plus, with things going missing, Ape is still a suspect technically.
Okay.
If it's none of us can go to the Shadow Realm, which is what it's called. So we can't even check on it ourselves.
It's no longer called the Plane of Shadows. It's called the Shadow Realm because...
The Shadow Realm.
Yes, because I want to mind crush.
In stereo.
Kaiba!
Yogi Moto!
Foolish fool!
Foolish fools! I'm Marikista!
Steve! Okay, let's...